We definitely look at data a lot. We don't just look at the CMT data at the end of the year. We actually look at data every 6 weeks. We have our own interim assessments because we can't wait until March to find out if our instruction is working or not.
And how they do on that test directly impacts the lessons that I teach. So I can tell the things that they need to work on. I can tell the things that they're making progress on.
There's kids who might show you something on one test and then show you something else and they don't match, and so we just retest and try to do it again until we get the more accurate data and work from there.
I think a lot of people look at the data and think about here's where our holes are, but what I think we do better year after year, every year we get a little better, is actually turning that data into an action plan. So that's the step that really makes data powerful.
A big part of how we try to support teachers is we try to take all of the rocks out of the road, meaning that there are enough real barriers to student achievement, enough real challenges, and we try as hard as we can to take away all the artificial barriers so that teachers can focus on teaching.
If a teacher comes to my door and they have an issue, I want to be able to jump up and go out and help them right away.
I always feel like somebody has my back. I always feel like somebody is ascribing the best intentions to the things that I'm doing. They're in my class listening to what I'm doing and writing down what I'm saying, not because they're trying to catch me making a mistake, because they're really trying to help me become a better teacher. I've never felt like I'm on the opposite side of a battle with them. And I always feel like I can be honest with them, and I can go and I can ask them for help.
Teachers are going to feel great if they feel successful, if they feel their students are successful. So when we see it, we recognize it. Be it a little posi note or an email or something in Morning Circle where we're recognizing a teacher, to the morning memo and the language we use. It's all about reminding teachers why we're here and that they are driving this huge mission that we're on.
Parent communication is a big part of what we do. We think it's really important to have parents buy into what we're doing because we are a challenging school with high expectations. And in order for parents to be supportive of that, we need to have open communication so that parents really understand the why behind what we do.
That's where we find the turnaround, when we have enough communication going on in school and at home, that the same thing we're preaching at home, or at the same thing we're preaching at school, parents are preaching at home.
I think parents really have a really important impact, watching the way that the kids do their homework, making sure the kids get the sleep and the rest and the food that they need, making sure they come to school dressed appropriately with the supplies that they need, and then also just reinforcing the messages that we teach here at Amistad at home. I think that when the kids are living with the REACH values at home, they have a much easier time living with them here.
We have what we call our biggest jobs, where we bring in all the teachers and the parents, and we just allow everyone to talk about the struggles. And all of a sudden, parents realize they're part of a community of people who are all having the same experience, and people are sharing the strategies that they're using, and veteran parents are talking to new parents about their experience and what they did and how they get through it, and it gets better, and those parents are so relieved to have that conversation. And through those conversations, and then through conversations with teachers and administrators with struggling kids, parents get through these struggles, and then they just become these steadfast Amistad support group.